everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're all doing really well. So today's class is a free/donation based class. I've popped a link where you can donate a one-off donation to Doctors Without Borders. For anyone that hasn't been to one of these sessions before, it's slightly different to other classes that I teach in that we start moving. We don't really start with stillness, we just start moving, feeling into our bodies, and then wind down to stillness. I personally prefer to practice that way, so that's why I'm offering it to others. But it looks like none of us have any injuries or pregnancies, so let's get started. We are going to start standing today, so hop on up. And if you want to take a little moment here to just kind of feel into your feet, maybe sway your arms. If you do feel like closing your eyes and maybe finding a few moments of stillness, go ahead. But just give yourself that freedom to mooch around. Just starting to notice how your energy levels are doing. Notice if what kind of day you've had is kind of showing up in your physical body. And then we'll start with some neck rolls here. So in your own way, just begin to roll the head around. Maybe full circles, maybe just irregular movements. Listening in to any crunchy parts, any areas that need your attention. Lovely. And then we're going to take some circles leading with the head. So slowly roll your chin to your right shoulder. And then we're going to slowly come down towards the right arms are still nice and heavy. Till the fingertips touch the floor. Bend the knees if you need to. And then circle all the way over to the left. And then we're going to come up through the left side. Let's do that 2 more times. So coming down through the right side. Up through the left. Maybe it's slightly different every time you do it. Coming down on that right side. And then up through the left. Beautiful. Let's reverse that. So chin over to your left shoulder and then guiding down through the left side, middle, and then up through the right. Awesome. Do that 2 more times in your own pace. Awesome, good. Next time you come up, take a little roll of the shoulders. Awesome. Let's bring our hands onto our hips. Maybe separate the feet. You can decide how wide they are. And let's make some nice big hula hoops with our hips. Awesome. So lean into whatever feels good here. You can lift your toes, you can bend the knees, you can straighten them. Fast or slow. A little bit of everything. Cool. Circle the opposite way if you're going in one direction. Beautiful. Wonderful, good. And then slowly winding that in, bringing that to a stop. Relax your hands down, relax your fingers, relax your wrists, and then we're going to take a twist from side to side. So just make sure you're not near anything where you hit your hand. And see if you can really go for it, get that nice twist through your middle back. Awesome, good. Slowing that down, bringing that to a stop. You can have your hands on your hips or your hands wherever you want really. You're going to pick up your right foot and then we're going to explore with this right leg. So you might start by just kind of rolling out the hip. It might be small circles. You might cross it over, push it forwards, take it back. See what's possible for you. And for anyone whose balance is just not on their side today, grab the back of your sofa or a wall or something. Lovely, good. Once you've had a little bit of a play on that side, slowly bring that foot down, transfer the weight, opposite side, see what you find on this side. So it never has to be a perfect flow or a perfect sequence, just whatever makes sense for that part of your body. Lovely, good. And then when you're ready, slowly landing that foot down. Let's take the feet about hip width apart. As you inhale, we're going to float our hands up overhead. As you exhale, swan dive all the way down. Bend the knees. Inhale, rising all the way up, roll up through the spine, reach the hands. Exhale, swan diving forwards. Gorgeous, 2 more times. Inhale, roll up, reach up. Exhale, all the way down. Nice, inhale all the way up. Exhale, swan diving down, and we're going to stay down there. So take your ragdoll if you want to grab opposite elbows, take a sway. Nod out the head. If you feel like doing a nice big let it out. Gorgeous, nice. Now bring your hands down, bend the knees as much as you need to. Come to all fours. Maybe taking a cat-cow if that feels like that's going to see to your back today, or maybe just starting to move in a way that feels good. So maybe forwards, back, circles, something else. Sometimes it's helpful to close the eyes and just completely let go of what it looks like. And begin to listen to what your body says yes to. There's no perfect pose to strive for, no perfect feeling. Just moving through what we have today. Wonderful, good. And then we're going to make our way into a downward facing dog briefly. So however you want to journey there. And then same thing in your down dog. If you feel like stillness at any point, please go ahead. Otherwise, if you feel like having a bit of a mooch, shake out the head. Shift the weight. Maybe your breath has started to get a little deeper. Gorgeous, nice. And then from here, we're going to slowly drop the knees down. Tuck the toes. We're going to walk the hands back, roll over the feet, come into a deep squat from here. Good. Hands can stay on the floor if you want. Hands at heart, hands on your knees, I don't mind. Just take a little moment to explore this shape. So maybe side to side. Sometimes trying like a cat-cow motion in different poses can feel quite interesting. And if you don't know what to do, just close your eyes, let your body tell you. Lovely, good. From here, let's crawl our hands forwards. Find a downward facing dog. Need to shake it out, go ahead. As you inhale, float your right leg high to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to step it onto the outside of our right hand. Drop the back knee, relax those back toes. As you inhale, pull your chest forwards. And as you exhale, send the hips back. Leg doesn't have to be straight. Inhale forwards, exhale back. Wonderful, good. And then create your own movement here. If you like the forwards and back, stay with that. Maybe you want to make some circles. You can turn out those right toes. Beautiful, everyone. Wonderful, cool. Let's send the hips forwards. As you inhale, leading with your right hand, reach it all the way forwards, up and back, and then pick up your left hand. Maybe the back hand reaches for your back thigh. This top hand, maybe it reaches towards the ceiling. Breathe into that front left pocket. Gorgeous, nice big breath in. As you exhale, slowly spiraling your hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step it back to a downward facing dog. Good. As you inhale, let's come forwards to a high plank. As you exhale, drop the knees, untuck the toes, slowly lower down, elbows brush your ribs. And then as you inhale, lift the chest any amount that feels welcome. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Use your breath. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, let the breath guide you. Wonderful. Now let's tuck our toes. Shift the hips back to the heels. And then lift up into downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, that left leg floats high. Exhale to step it on the outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee, relax the toe. Inhale, shift the chest forwards. Exhale, shift it back. In your own rhythm. As your body gets a little more comfortable with you, it might give you a little more space each time, but also maybe not. Good, and then begin to move in a way that just makes sense to you. So maybe that's circles, side to side, whatever you want. Lovely, really nice, everyone. Keep the breath flowing. Beautiful, good. And then from here, let's send the hips forwards. Your left hand is going to reach all the way forwards. up and back, and then those right fingertips lift off. Maybe the back hand reaches for the thigh. Find a bit of energy in those top fingertips. Good, nice big breath in. As you exhale, spiral those hands down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, let's roll forwards to a high plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the tummy. Feel free to use the knees or not. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And lower. 1 more. Wonderful, good. From here, let's take it back to a child's pose. So wide knees, narrow, however you prefer. Maybe resting your forehead on your mat or on the back of your hands. And let's just massage across the brow. So maybe just turning the head from side to side. Releasing any tension through the face. Awesome, good. And then walking the hands back towards you. Come into a kneeling position. We'll do a little bit for our shoulders. If you don't like sitting this way, please feel free to not sit this way. We're going to interlace our fingers, bring them to the back of the head, and then begin to make some circles with your hands. And don't worry if it feels kind of awkward. I feel like it's awkward for everyone. Avoid the temptation to slump the head forwards. See if we can keep the chin parallel with the floor, maybe the gaze slightly up. Circle the opposite way now. Maybe they start to get a wee bit bigger. Awesome, good. And then from here, let's pull one elbow down. The other arm is gonna create like a little headrest, and then push your head back into that headrest. Breathe here. Option to just hold this if this feels really good, or you can kind of lean to the side, lean back, lean forward. See what makes sense for your body. Gorgeous, nice. And then switch it over. Bring in other elbow up, other elbow down. Make yourself a little comfy headrest. Hold or explore. Lovely, good. And then coming back. From here, releasing the hands down. Just take a slow roll of the shoulders. Imagine someone's massaging your shoulders. Beautiful. Let's take a little flow for our shoulders. So as you inhale, float the hands up. As you exhale, cactus them out. Take another big breath in here. And then as you exhale, backs of the hands are going to come together, diving forwards. Maybe your fingertips touch the floor, maybe they don't. Inhale, open up to cactus. Exhale, back to the hands together, straighten the arms. Nice. Take that in your own time, your own interpretation. You can take it in different directions each time, different tempos. Good. Next time you come to cactus, hold it there. And then we're going to find our hands to interlace behind our back. Squeeze the palms together, open across the heart. Good, nice big breath. As you exhale, let's release the hands in front. Come find all fours, and then just take any movements that feel good to respond to that. Lovely, really nice. Cool, from here let's find a downward facing dog. Again, just briefly, tuck in the toes. And let's begin to walk the feet towards the hands in as many steps as you need. From here we're going to turn our toes out and then sit down into our deep squat. So we're towards kind of the top edge of our mat. Wonderful, cool. From here let's take the hands behind and find a reverse tabletop, and then have a bit of an explore here. You can go up and down, circles. If anyone's got really sensitive wrists, please just be mindful of those wrists. You can always plop your bum down and explore that way. Lovely. Awesome, everyone. Let's sit our bum down. From here we're going to take the legs out wide and just rest the hands in front. We don't have to fold just yet. We're going to take a little bit of a flow here. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, see if you can fold a bit deeper. As you inhale, you're going to come up, bring the hands down, the feet on the mat, and then inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, lower. Open the legs, reach forwards. Sorry, I didn't explain the breath very well there. You can make your own assumption about what the breath should be. So coming back, plant the hands and feet, lift on up, coming down, open, reach through. So you can go slow, you can go fast. For anyone that wants a bit more spice, you can do it with your legs straight. Gets into the core and those hip flexors. I wouldn't recommend that if you're feeling tired though. Gorgeous, nice. Okay, next time you come forwards into that fold, we're going to hold it there. So just allow your body to drape forwards any amount, even if it's just a centimetre. Some of us might be all the way pancaked on the floor. We're going to begin to slowly wind it down. From here, we're going to walk our hands all the way over to our left leg. Maybe the right arm wants to come up and over, getting into that side lower back, maybe not. Wonderful, and then walking the hands slowly back through center, all the way over to the other leg. Maybe that top arm wants to open up the chest. Good, and then slowly walking back through center. Just a couple more breaths here, let your head be heavy. Good, slowly walk your hands back towards you. Hands behind. Bend the knees, plant your feet, and then let your knees just drop side to side. Wonderful. We're going to add on to this. So next time your knees drop to one side, feel that pull from the back shoulder. This hand's going to come all the way around, and then you can explore. You can reach and fold. You can just be in a more upright twist. And then coming back through center. Same on the opposite side. And we're just going to alternate from side to side. If you feel like you've got one side that you just kind of want to hang out in, cool. Sometimes taking a little cat-cow motion can feel interesting. Really beautiful, everyone. So nice. Okay, cool. Next time you come back through center, absolutely no rush to though. We're going to straighten out the legs in front of us, maybe about hip width. Reach those hands up. And then as you exhale, forward folding, maybe we catch our knees, our ankles, toes. Try not to strain to reach the toes. Slow your breath. Maybe closing the eyes. Good. As you inhale, slowly come back up. We're going to catch a hold of the right leg, either like this, or you can cradle it like a baby. And we're just going to explore that hip, so maybe side to side, circles. Awesome, good. From here, we're going to interlace our fingers, make a little basket for our toes to sit in, and then we're going to begin to straighten that right leg out. Do not worry if you don't get it totally straight, it's not really about that, but you might surprise yourself. Good, imagine you're pulling your heart up towards the sky. Good, and then we're going to bring our left hand on the outside of that right leg, on the outside of the right foot, sorry, so the little toe edge. Once you've got that, you're going to release your right hand all the way open and back. Find that twist. Beautiful, deep breath. Exhale, come to face forwards. We're going to bend that right knee and place that foot on the outside of the other leg. And then twisting again to the right, and this time you might find you can get a whole lot deeper. Good, one more full breath. And as you exhale, unravel, take a little bow to the opposite side. Come back through center. Stretch out the right leg. Same with the left. So however you want to grab it. Let the arms do the work if you can. Cool, and then we're going to make a little basket with our hands for our toes to sit in. And then begin to stretch that leg out. Maybe all the way straight, maybe there's a bit of a bend in there today. Good, and then your right hand is going to let go, and we're going to grab the little toe edge of that foot, and then release the left hand coming into that twist. Beautiful, nice big breath. As you exhale, face forwards, bend that top knee, place the foot on the outside, and then retwist. Maybe we can get a little further. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, slowly unwind, take a little bow. Good, come back through center. Stretch out both legs. You can take a little roll of the ankles. Okay, we're going to take some longer holds now. So if you want pillows and things for these, bend your knees. You might want to come a long ways on your mat. We're coming into a 90-90 pigeon. So drop in the knees one way, and you've got like a 90-degree angle here and a 90-degree angle here. If this really sends you off to one side, definitely prop up your hip on a pillow. Okay, cool. Take a nice big breath. And then we're going to slowly melt forward. So depending on your comfort levels, you might want to fold over the leg if that's not comfortable for your tummy or your boobs or whatever. Just move it over to the side. Maybe finding a bit of support for the head. And as much as possible, give in to gravity. Imagine any tension or stress or nervous energy from your week. Now that it's been moved, imagine it is melting down into the floor. Beautiful. Let's take one more breath here. And then slowly take your time. There's no rush. Bring yourself out. Keep the legs as they are just for a moment. Bring your hands behind and begin to lean back. You can lean back this way. You can lean back however you want, really. Just kind of opening up this region. Relax your hips. Cool, and then let's bring the hands forwards. Take it to the opposite side, so swivel the legs. Just check in with that rough alignment. Don't worry if it's not kind of perfect, doesn't matter too much. And when you feel ready, slowly begin to fold. Find the angle that works for you. It might be different on this side. So always stay curious. Try not to get into that autopilot of I did that on the other side, I have to do that on the other side. We're all unbalanced. And then notice where your body is maybe resisting. Is it in your hands or your feet? Maybe into that back hip, doesn't quite want to let go. And that's okay. We can't force a release. We just have to invite it and see what happens. Awesome. Let's take one more full breath on this side. Let it go. And then slowly pick yourself up. Let's come into that little backwards lean. So hands behind. Wonderful. And then slowly releasing from that. Straighten out both legs. Give them a shake if they need it after that. And we're going to come onto our back from now. So if you want to grab a pillow for your head, or if you don't want to get up again, have whatever you need near you. Otherwise, when you come onto your back, lengthen your legs up. They don't need to be straight, just like relax. So relax your ankles, relax your knees, maybe give them a little flap. And then we're going to gently circle round the lower back. So they don't have to be perfect circles. In fact, they definitely won't be. Awesome. Circle the opposite direction. Awesome, good. And then from here, relax your knees into your chest. Take your arms into a cactus or a T shape. And then allow the knees to fall over to the right. Maybe the hips are sent to the left. Sometimes that makes your back click. And just let your legs be messy. So don't feel like you need to stack your knees perfectly. Just let them fall wherever they want to go. See if you can relax around your tummy. Allow the shoulders to fall back. And then bring the knees through center and let them drop the opposite way, nice and heavy, nice and messy. Nothing to hold up, no shapes to hold, no state to attain. Just you where you are. And then slowly bringing the knees back through center. And getting nice and comfortable for a few minutes of relaxation. If you want to pop a blanket over you, if you want to pop something underneath the back of your knees. Otherwise, with as little fuss as possible, falling back. Now welcoming in stillness. Let's take a deep and full breath in through the nose. And let it go through the mouth. Allow your body to rest back. Allow your hips to be heavy, your jaw to be soft. Allow your rib cage to be light and free with the breath. And for just 2 minutes today, there is absolutely nothing else to be done, nowhere else to be, completely at ease. If you'd like to continue this relaxation, please do just let this Zoom call end and enjoy. Otherwise, just starting to bring a more intentional breath back into the body. Maybe starting to find light movement through the fingers and the toes. Just gently feeling your circulation, feeling into your surroundings. And when it feels good, take a nice big stretch in your own way. Maybe you've got a nice big yawn there as well. And then bringing the knees into your chest. Give yourself a really well-deserved hug. Well done. Moving nice and slow without hurry. Coming up to find a comfortable seat. Maybe having the eyes closed or half closed. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now. Without judgment, without analysis. Maybe making a bit of a commitment to ourselves to take this awareness into the rest of our day, the rest of our weekend. Let's bring the hands together at heart center. Bow the head to your heart. Really, really thank yourself for carving out the time today to look after your physical and your mental health, knowing that when we fill up our own cup, it overflows to the people around us as well. When you feel ready, open your eyes and welcome yourself back. Thank you all so much for joining me. I had no idea Friday was going to be such a popular day, so thank you for being here. I have that donation link in the chat for anyone who would like to use it. And I have recorded this class, so if you want to do it again, I will pop it on YouTube so you can do it again. Have a beautiful weekend, everyone. Mwah.